I believe Tinubu have never failed for his own life. He entered Lagos State. You can see many people, both Igbo, Hausa, and everybody were in Lagos today, enjoying what the man have done in Lagos. Tinubu will do the same thing in federal.
Didn't do that. We saw their secret during NSAS. Didn't what is it called? This ICPC conducted an investigation. Couple of years, we took those stories extensively on this table.
We challenge any member of the National Assembly who have the courage, a senator, to show us his last month alert. A serving senator, yesterday, he opened his telephone, showed me the last alert he received. Actually, 21,448,000 naira was what my friend received last month.
You are not supposed to fix your salary. The Senate is doing it. And you beat your chest. And in some cases, even the executive give you what you are not entitled to.
Mr. President, as I speak to you, I do not know your take-home pay. You know my own. I do not know the take-home pay of any of the principal officers.
So why the car allowance again when you've already gotten 160 million naira worth of Jeep?
Well, you could have allowed me to first of all land before you load the second bullet. Because it's like your cannon is already loading.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News. A lot of you watched the video of Channel Television. We also talks about it, how our ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo accused the Senate for paying their safe. And that statement or that interview particularly set the whole country on fire. And all the senators are running etasketers and all of them are granting interview to talk about, hey, and this money they pay us, not be this money, they pay us 25 million, they pay us 200 million, they pay us this one, oh, not be asked Obasanjo talk, they are paying us 1 million, but our allowance is this. Okay, we're going to take it step by step. I want you guys to watch this particular videos of Arise TV News and how they interview one of these senators. I want you guys to watch it. We'll be right back.
So why the car allowance again when you've already gotten 160 million naira worth of Jeep?
Well, you could have allowed me to first of all land before you load the second bullet. Because it's like your cannon is already loading. Cumulatively, when I was in the Senate, cumulatively all the allowances put together was 14.4 million naira per month.
Okay.
My salary was 1.something million naira. You have wardrobe allowances, you have your vehicle allowances, you have other allowances put together. It was 14.4 million naira.
Okay, these are the allowances and your salary was
1 million.
Let's just say 1 million.
Well, yes.
So each senator,
yes,
during your time then,
yes,
would go home with 15.4
no,
million.
14.4 million.
No, plus your 1 million.
No, including that,
okay,
is making it to be 14.
Okay, that's
yes,
fine. 14.4 million.
Yes.
Today, the
yes,
case is different.
Yes.
It's about how much?
It is about 29 million now.
29 million.
Yes.
In this austere Nigeria.
I will come to that.
Okay,
now,
go on.
Now, 29 million looks big on paper.
Just on paper.
Just on paper. I am saying this as a very honest man. I am not trying to support National Assembly, an institution so vilified, and I have been a member of that vilified institution for 5 years. I am not siding with them, but I will bear the facts on the table.
Openly, very quickly, but you are happy with the humongous money, right?
It is not humongous.
Just on paper.
It is just on paper.
Okay.
When I was in the Senate, my monthly salaries and allowances put together was about 14.4 million naira.
Yes.
And at the end of the month, the company I founded, which I was the managing director, and the chief executive officer. When I won election, I had to leave the company to go into governance. Had to start subsidizing my own life, because the money that was coming or allocated to my office was 14 million, which was nothing, absolutely nothing, considering the demands, the want, the challenges faced by my own constituents on a daily basis. Now, let me put it this way.
What are they demanding?
Somebody will come and tell you today his wife is sick, he is sick, his children cannot pay school fees, he's in the hospital. I have a case that on that one person alone I took the hospital. I spent 14 million naira on one person. And every month, from all over Adamawa State, in fact, at a point, from all over the country, my office is besieged with people looking for help. At a point, I don't like calling people's numbers. I don't like visiting people.
Isn't it?
You
definitely will go on.
Yes.
But
at a point, I had to start calling some state governors to help me with cases that is being brought from their state into my office. Now I have 14 million naira a month. And I am paying a lot of people's scholarship in my office. I am subsidizing people's life in my office. While a state governor in this country is going home with over 700 million naira security vote every single month, minimum. Some go home with 1 billion naira.
The state governors, they put it in their pocket, right?
No, I didn't say put in their pocket.
Yeah. You said they go home.
Yeah, of course, they go home with it to do other security issues. I can't say they put it in their pocket. That would be very, very, very bad.
Look, the political elite,
Yes.
let's put it pronto, the political elite have taken governance and development far away from the people. In other democracies, let's take some of the older democracies like the US. Where do you see the Constituent besieging their senators or their House of Representative members to beg for money that they cannot pay school fees and the rest, and so therefore the legislators will now overbloat their salaries? Governance and development have been taken far away from the Nigerian people.
I agree with you. Mr. Chris, I agree with you. Governor has been taken far away from the people. And that is where local government administration have to come to the fore. Before now, local governments were getting so much money. They were given contracts at the local government
squandered, before now.
Before now.
They were doing very well.
Chairman was a big man. He can give contract for construction of primary school, culvert, small art road, art dams, and the rest of it. Today, the governors have hijacked the local government system through a devilish thing called JAC, that's joint account. Being that today there's no election in the local government.
Okay, let's quickly leave the local government issue, because Nigerians are really, I know. Nigerians are really, your duty is to legislate for the good governance of this country. And you're trying to justify today's salary of each legislator, 29 million naira, in the face of the asphyxiation Nigerians are going through. Sorry, it looks as if I'm beginning to raise my voice. I'm only I'm just talking for the. I want you
to off the mic. There's no mic here.
I'm just talking for the Nigerian people, really. 29. How justifiable is this in today's Nigerian economy with a salary, a minimum wage of 70,000 naira?
I think what the National Assembly should do is to create a fund, a particular fund in the office of our legislators, who are the representatives of the people, to take care of this kind of thing so it will not be lumped into their own salary. Let me say this on a live national television. I am poorer, much, much poorer as a man when I became a politician than I was before I became a politician.
Why didn't you resign and go back to your business?
Because I enjoy serving the people.
You could
yes.
still serve them with your company.
But now, yes, that is the point, because you will get somebody in that may not be as passionate as I am. Now let me say this today, and go to my village and check this. As a senator, I live in a room and parlor in my village. I never built a house. In my hometown, my local government headquarters, I don't have a house. I live in my friend's house. My friend lecturer gave me a house. I live in it. In my state capital, Yola, I don't have a house.
You are exceptional.
Now, I am saying this on national television. If anybody in the world
can
point out a house that I built, I was building a mansion before I became a senator. A 23-bedroom mansion with 9 parlors, with a swimming pool in the heart of Mubi. When I became a senator, I stopped it. I took over carrying people's burden, orphans, the vulnerable people. I took over. Their problem became my own problem. Sometimes when I see them, I weep. The conditions some human beings are living in. And you remember that God put this weight on your back. I cannot budge.
But being in government at that national level,
yes,
you had a state government, because the people you're talking about,
yes,
your own constituents, for example, from your senatorial district, besieging you for one assistance or the other.
Yes.
What kind of discussions do you have with the Adamawa State governor when you were in the National Assembly, the governor of Adamawa State, for example?
We never had a discussion with my governor, because 3 months when I was elected into office, we fought. 3 months. We came on the same party. 3 months into office. On principles, we differed on principle. He might be doing his own right in his own way, because he's not here to defend himself, and it will be wrong to talk about him when he's not here. But we disagreed.
He has the right to come and appear.
So
if he
3
wants
months,
to.
we parted ways. 3 months. In the next 1 year, I decamped to another party, because I can't sit in the same room with him. And he know why. I don't like injustice meted against anybody. I'm a man that is straightforward. Once I'm not straightforward, I won't stay with you.
So you couldn't give him.
You have watched the video. Now, to finalize it, I also want you guys to watch this activist video, what he said about your government and how... Anyway, this is massive. And I want you guys to watch the video. We'll be right back.
Okpetu Besion. Okpetu Obesion. That is to say, we cannot interpret them for Robo. Okpetu Besion. What did you expect from the meeting of the Council of Elders of States? All the former presidents, all the governors gathered, apart from Babangida, apart from Obasanjo, they gathered and gave a vote of confidence to Tinubu, President Tinubu. What did you expect? What did you expect? Number one, nearly every person present in that hall where they met are collaborators and contributors to the problems we have in this country. Nearly every person are collaborators, contributors to the problems we have in this country. Any person present there is a collaborator, a contributor to the problems we have in this country. So what did you expect from them? What did you expect from them? To say what? Are they more innocent than Tinubu? They are some of them are the cause of the problems that Tinubu inherited.
I want you guys to watch this video. We'll be right back.
We challenge any member of the National Assembly who have the courage, a senator, to show us his last month alert, where he received the so-called allowance and the whole salary. I have a personal friend, a serving senator. Yesterday, he opened his telephone, showed me the last alert he received, and it it corroborates Akaus Mela's position. 21 million naira. Actually, 21,448,000 naira was what my friend received last month. So why is the discrepancy? Why are they shouting all over? In fact, this is just a tip of the iceberg. Let me give you the following disclosures. Now, everybody remembers that every senator was given 500 million naira constituency project. It was credited to their accounts directly. This is a breach of the Procurement Act. If you are giving somebody 500 million naira to undertake any project in his own constituency, number one, that project must be clearly defined, not at his own discretion. Number two, that allocation must be on the line item of a budget. It's not there. Any project that you are going to undertake with that money must be published through a tender. There will be people who will respond. There will be a technical and financial opening of the bid.
Okay, now we're going to end this video here. I don't want to explain. I don't want to digest. I don't want to dissect. I don't want to give my 2 cents. I will keep my 2 cents in my pocket. Now, for Nigerians, what do you think about what Olusegun said about these senators and the response of these senators to Olusegun Obasanjo? In case you have not watched that video of Olusegun Obasanjo interview, let me just put it here so that you understand what these people are responding for and the things that is messing up their head right now.
Following allegations by former President Olusegun Obasanjo that members of the National Assembly are fixing their salaries and allowances themselves, which it described as immoral and the duty of the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RAMFAC. The commission on Tuesday revealed that each of the 109 senators occupying legislative seats in the Red Chamber earned the sum of 1 million naira as salary and allowances per month. Obasanjo criticized the senators last week when he hosted some members of the House of Representatives in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital.
Look at, in your own case, with all due respect, you are not supposed to fix your salary or your allowances. It's supposed to be done by the Revenue Mobilization and what?
Fiscal Commission. Fiscal Commission. Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Commission.
Okay. But you decide to pay yourself the allowances that you give yourself, newspaper allowances, pound allowances, sheeting allowances, to give yourself all sorts of things, with all due respect. And you know it's not right. It is not right. It is not right for me to be the one to determine what I pay myself. It's immoral. And then you are doing it. The Senate is doing it. And you beat your chest. And in some cases, even the executive give you what you are not entitled to. You all got 200 million naira.
Well, all right. On Sunday, the Senate had, tackled Obasanjo, saying that they only receive their funds, their salaries from RAMFAC. And, I believe the spokesperson actually even said that, these assertions are satanic. And, but RAMFAC has come up with a breakdown saying that the senators earn 1 million naira.
Is that they know. And I'm happy you quoted Sergio Ogun.
Yeah.
That was even in the House of Rep, not even the Senate.
Yeah, it's House of Rep, I was saying.
So you are saying all of these are our senators.
Allowance.
All of these are our senators will be going.
Yeah.
I remember
Sergio Ogun, who had said that members of the House of Representatives were making about 8.5 million in allowances. And I mean, for these senators to be making $1 million plus allowances, it's quite shocking.
They should stop deceiving us. But the truth of the matter is, they must be able to cut all of this allowance. And you forget they've also increased their money. They must be able to cut all these allowance at the expense of the suffering people. Johnson even further now stated that they will now tell them there's a constituency project. Just go and say how much you want. And you divert to your constituency. It's not most of those constituency projects that they collected that they didn't do, that we saw their secret during NSAS. Didn't, this ICPC conducted an investigation. Couple of years ago, we took those stories extensively on this table.
Yeah.
How lawmakers were diverting constituency projects. What came out of that investigation? Pabolojasi is a Pabosho situation.
Babocious. Tell us what that means again.
Babocious. Also not.
Well,
so
all right.
let's stop deceiving ourselves. Don't send it to, I repeat.
Don't forget the prayers to emails.
Prayers to email. Let's not forget hardship allowance. I repeat, or you quote me anywhere. No senator will spend billions of naira to campaign senatorial election to go and be any 1 million naira in the Senate. Right, you should come and challenge.
Now, even as worse as President Olusegun Obasanjo, into is not like a saint, an angel in the eyes of Nigeria. Though there are mixed reaction on the conversations about this interview. Some are saying, you even hear people when destroy Nigeria, you could not make a damn payment for a roasted corn for electricity supply after you took $16 billion that were meant for Nigeria electricity. While some are saying, you are right, how will a senator be paying themselves? Everybody is just complaining. Like you have just watched in this interview, all the senators are granting interviews, they are complaining, talking here. Not only them, there are a lot of senators granting interview, trying to set the record straight. Oh, don't be like that, oh, see how much they pay also, don't be this amount they pay also, see this amount they pay also. Nigerians, they are jokes. Nigeria is a joke. Anyway, what do you guys think about senators, the kind of money these senators are receiving, and how will a senator set their money? Like now that they pay themselves, and they will decide how much they want to pay them. Remember, all the doors is just to argue with people. According to the Constitution, they make amendments. Since these senators have been in power, the only thing they have signed into law is two. One, national item, and the other one, which Nigeria hold their neck and drag before they sign the minimum wage. Those are the only two things these people have. More than a year now, the only thing they are doing in the Senate, that's the only two things. Signing, the rest is sign. Tinubu go back to the private jet. When Chinese one says, Tinubu, we sign 15 billion for you. With Tinubu, we sign this amount of 25 billion for you for the office of vice president. Go build house for them. Tinubu, we sign 12 billion for you for the office of your wife. Tinubu, we sign this one for you. This is what they have been doing, signing just to give money to Tinubu so that they will share. Give to Tinubu, they will share. That's all they have been doing. Now for themselves, automatically they immediately this APC current one just enter power. Their salary were 20, I think 100% before. Now they increase it to 125%. All of them. Now they will have newspaper allowance, wardrobe allowance, security allowance, head allowance, fuel allowance. Every allowance is, by the time you gather all together, all their money will end with 29 million naira a month. All the senators. And these are the people you drag for them to increase minimum wage to 30, just from 35,000 to 70,000. They say they know if it all, if we pay, even common small business will also be paying that money. But they are collecting 29 million. That is not office of the Senate president. That one they take nothing less than 50 something million. Now imagine that is not even include their budget. Their budget is above 250 million and about 500 million. You know, they argue about how Senator Nigi exposed them the other time and say, look at the amount some people are getting in this Senate.
Some 120 billion, some 50 billion, some 30 billion. Mr. President, some have less than 1 billion. Mr. President, as I speak to you, Mr. President, as I speak to you, I do not know your take-home pay. You know my own. I do not know the take-home pay of any of the principal officers. Mr. President, as I speak, I know within the budgetary provisions, you made available funds for purchase of cars. Mr. President, I don't know how much you spent on your cars and the other principal officers. I know how much was spent on individuals, senators' cars. And as I speak to you here, standing, people are calling me names. I do not receive a single car. All within the budget provisions, Mr. Chairman. All within the budget provisions. I have As a matter of fact, I have 5 aides, just like every member of the House of Representatives has 5. Mr. President, I do not know the number of your aides. I do not know the number of the aides of the Deputy Senate President. You allow me to speculate, and therefore everything that is in the budget is my concern. Finally, Mr. President, finally, Mr. President, finally, Mr. President, finally, in the course of Mike. Nobody has said me bring evidence. I did not. And I said I speak. I did not speak here to have
Mike.
Anyway, I'm going to head into here. What are your thoughts about this? Please comment your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the senators? And don't you think Nigeria should really stand and protest against these senators? How they are getting a lot of money. Now, because of this, some people, they use and they marry actress now. They won't go. Now, because that man have been a senator for long. They no one come up for that office. They use that power because he have a lot to it. That's why they marry. Anyway, comment your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about these senators? Do you think that what they are doing is right? Do you think what they are doing is wrong? And if you think what they are doing is wrong, please, how do you think we can rectify this issue? October 1st is coming. Nigerians are saying let's protest on October 1st. Me, I support it. We cannot do independence when Nigerians is not moving forward. On that day, people will troop to the streets and protest against this bad governance. For me, I stand with solidarity with that. And let's end this bad governance for once. Let's hold Tinubu accountable. He said that we should vote for him because he can fix what Buhari could not do. Now we vote for you. You are now accusing Buhari. Now Buhari, you came to you meet Nigeria in a very bad state. Why is it like all Nigeria presidents, governors are always complaining of this? And people, some gullible people like this guy.
I believe Tinubu have never failed for his own life. He entered Lagos State. You can see many people, both Igbo, Hausa, and everybody were in Lagos today, enjoying what the man have done in Lagos. Tinubu will do the same thing in federal.
Okay, if he has succeeded, why is it that they are cancelling the celebration?
People will be shouting, brother. Even in Jerusalem today, some people still shout. In America, they shout. In Israel, they shout. Nigeria, we are very fond of shout because we are lazy.
What are the achievements you think? Just mention 1 or 2 achievements.
Number 1, you can be able to stop that subsidy without war.
Without war.
Without war. That subsidy, no lazy person that can stop that scam subsidy we are talking about.
It's not because Nigerians are lazy and they cannot stand for their rights.
We are very lazy. We know our rights because we can shout every hour, but we are lazy in type of agriculture. We cannot provide for ourselves. We are expecting.
Pepper is like 4.
Yes, because we did not plant it. Pepper is not dollar. Pepper can grow in Nigeria. Pepper can grow. Tomato can grow in Nigeria, but we fail to plant them. We fail to plant them.
Is it not the government?
It's not government. It's only Nigeria did not understand what they mean by government. As I am talking, I am a government, part of it. Government of people, by the people, and for the people. We are all one.
You are
in
not.
the nation.
You are not democratic.
We are democratic.
You are not democratic.
You won't believe.
You were supporting Tinubu.
This is my brother. He's a brother man. He's a brother man. If you can look at his face, you can be able to fetch Ojukwu face on him. They won't like Nigeria government because they want freedom.
Did Tinubu win the election?
If he doesn't win election, he will not be where he is today.
He did not win.
If he did not win,
he
will not be there.
Or not?
Why can't we force him? Let us force him out. If it is true, let us force him when he forces himself out. Now, only one person among the 200 million people. We say one person force us. No, which means we are lazy.
We are just lazy.
We are very lazy. We are very lazy. If one person can control and mobilize and push away 200 million people, 250 million people, and install himself, it means we are lazy.
What are you going to tell Nigerians that have lost hope in this administration?
Normal thing, Nigeria have to calm down.
Calm down.
Wait for Tinubu action in another 1 or 2 years.
Hunger, don't they buy people?
They should go farm if it is hunger. Hunger is the most smallest thing in the whole world. When we are not fighting war, why can't we go to farm?
Insecurity in the north. Insecurity in the north.
This has come.
Farmers are not going to farm.
This has come. They don't want to war. That's why they say somebody is pursuing them. Why can't you pursue those people that pursue them? If they are strong, that's why.
This one is saying that we should give Tinubu enough time. After 1 year now, 2 years, 3 years now, can pay Tinubu because they think of in the head how to scrutinize and snatch ballot of boss. And those things will come to rank for Tinubu. Don't be how to face Nigeria again. Maybe Tinubu might work in the second tenure. Maybe for me, but this first tenure, Tinubu cannot do nothing. Not even one thing. He will not be able to do it because on second tenure, he will get power to sack anybody in one sack when not the work well. But this first tenure, you need them to win the second tenure. If you sack them now, those one will team up and work against him. And because those people not put them for power there. For this 4 years, nothing, Tinubu will not do nothing. Just forget it. Bag of rice will keep on increasing because I just heard that bag of rice from 85,000 is now 115,000. Bag of garri from 60,000 to is now 80,000. So now that hunger will just stay. Just the beer. Anyway, please comment your thoughts in the comment section. What would you think about that guy that was just talking, ranting and saying Tinubu is the best? And because this one, you see how he was attacking that guy, say na Igbo, na Ojukwu. That's just the tribalism and the bigotry that is sinking on some of these Yoruba people here. Anyway, I love you guys. Remember, God love you. If you love us, the only way you can show your love to us is to like this video, comment your thoughts about this video. Above it, all subscribe. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out our future uploads. Until we meet again, peace out.
Since 1999, since the restoration of democracy in Nigeria, we had a series of sessions of the National Assembly. And one thing that has remained shielded from the public knowledge has been the allowances, the payment, and the finances of the parliamentarians. And when I went to the Senate in 2015, I, first of all, was one of those on the field as an activist, always calling for the Senate to open its books and the need for transparency and openness for people, taxpayers particularly, to know how much their own representatives are earning. It was on the basis of that as a senator in 2017, I disclosed that I found out that my account was credited every month with 13.5 million naira. And that was separate from the salary, which at that time was 750,000. So when any person is elected into the parliament, whether as a senator or as a member of House of Reps, there are 3 categories of payments he receives. Yeah. The first one is the salary. During our time was 750, and then the 9th Senate was almost 850, and then this 10th Senate, they have 1 million. And then the second payment is the running cost of office. It is money that is credited to your own account and you are expected to retire the items listed for the running cost. And at that time, we were given 13.5, and I think the 9th Senate, they had something like 15 or 16 million. And then now revealed by Kawu Smiler that they are on 21 million. And the third payment a senator or member House of Reps get is the constituency projects funds. But in that case, you are not given this large sum of money because each legislator, it depends on the zones you come from. If you are from the Northwest, at least during our time, you get like 250 million per annum. But the differences between the salary, the running cost, and the constituency funds is that constituency funds are domiciled in a government agency, whether ministry, department, or agency of the federal government. And there you'll be told that you have such amount of money with us, and then you are going to submit a list of items you want that money to be spent on. So some senators will choose to build hospitals and schools, roads. Some will say they want to do empowerment programs in their own constituency and all sorts of things. And that has been the case. And then problem emerged when there was opacity in terms of no transparency in the way the constituency funds were managed. So for that, there was an innovation introduced during the Buhari administration that ICPC was mandated to monitor those projects. So, but the point is that I don't think the ICPC has that manpower and the time to go the whole country looking for projects that were executed by senators. So basically, what Kawu Smiler did was to simply second what I did many years ago by disclosing the amount. So when I had the Resource Mobilization and Physical Allocation Commission making claims that senators are only given 1 million naira, and I saw that in the statement which they made, they mentioned my name, refuting what I said. But I'm happy that Kawu Smiler has vindicated me, and I insisted that running cost is also part of the payment to a senator because it is not credited to the account of your office, it's credited to your personal account. So how will you separate that? And I heard what he was saying, that legislation should be asked, where does the money come from? Well, if I am a senator and money comes to me, it's not for me to be asking where the money comes from. As far as my account is credited and I have to do what I need to do. I think the issue now is that this matter has brought more light to the conversation on the need for transparency